From director Todd Phillips, Joker is the newest film based on DC Comics. As it is a standalone film, it's also the first DC movie not part of their cinematic universe since The Dark Knight Rises in 2012. Furthermore, it's easily the most well-made DC film since Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy and one of the best DC movies of all time. Joker has been the subject of quite a large controversy, with some saying that the film glorifies violence and could lead to real-world incidents. Upon seeing the film, I have to say I found the controversy to be incredibly overblown. Maybe I'm just desensitized seeing so many violent movies, but while Joker is certainly more disturbing than your average comic book movie, I didn't find anything objectionable in the message of the film. Having said that, this definitely is not a movie for everyone, and it's much different than any other superhero movie. It's by far the most disturbing film to come from the big two comic companies, DC and Marvel. Joker is a divisive work and far from a feel-good experience. It's painful to watch at times, not due to any filmmaking flaws, but just from making the viewer feel uncomfortable. The strength of Joker is undeniably the lead performance from Joaquin Phoenix as the title character, and this just might be the best ever acting in a comic book adaptation. He's very creepy and provides an amazing physicality to the role. His laugh is perfect, and he manages to give a unique take on a role that has been portrayed so many times in various incarnations. Phoenix is basically a lock for an Oscar nomination, and might even be a contender to win. I will say this version of Joker didn't seem like much of a supervillain, and it's hard to imagine this one going up against Batman, but obviously this is just his origin, so this didn't really bother me. The rest of the cast is solid, but everyone is clearly overshadowed by Phoenix. The highlight for me was seeing the portrayal of Batman's father as a pompous jerk, something much different from the usual interpretation. However, while this wasn't a huge issue for me, at times he can be a bit over the top. In general, many things are over the top, and despite being pretty gritty, Joker still has a pulpy comic book vibe. A small complaint I had is that the film is somewhat on the nose from time to time, especially in the references to class divisions. It also spoon-feeds the audience information in certain parts, but again, this wasn't a blatant issue. Joker is obviously heavily inspired by the work of director Martin Scorsese, with many noting the similarities to Taxi Driver and King of Comedy, but I thought it was trying a little too hard to be like Scorsese. The score from Hildur Gudnadottir, who also worked on the HBO show Chernobyl, was one of my favorite parts and perfectly fits the tone of Joker. I wasn't too crazy about the song selection though, and some of them were just too obvious. The film was well shot, but nothing particularly special. The production design, costumes, and makeup were all fantastic. Joker doesn't feel long at all, and is paced well. At no point was I bored. Overall, I give this film an 8 out of 10. The response from critics has been quite divided, and it has a 69% in Rotten Tomatoes. Joker has been doing very well at the box office, making almost $300 million already on a relatively low budget of $55 million. That'll be it for this review. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe.